wouldn't go rambling around, boys, wouldn't go rambling around. Sometimes the peaches get rotten and fall down to the ground. For every peach that rots, my friend, there's a hungry mouth to feed, boys, a hungry mouth to feed. Ramble round your cities, it ramble round your towns. I never known a friend I'd known that wouldn't go rambling around, boys, wouldn't go rambling around. They said, why don't you settle down? Why don't you save some money? But I can't save a penny as I go rambling around, boys, as I go rambling around, as I go rambling around, boys, as I go rambling around. When I was quite young, my mother wanted me to be some great renown. But I'm just a refugee as I go rambling around, boys, as I go rambling around. Ramble round your cities, ramble round your towns. I've never known a friend I known that wouldn't go rambling around, boys, wouldn't go rambling around. I swim, swim, swimmy, I swim, 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 swim. Swim, swimmy, I swim, swim, swimmy, I swim, 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 swim. Splash, 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 little water, swim, swimmy, I swim. Splash, 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 little water, swim, swimmy, I swim. Swim, swimmy, I swim, swim, swimmy, I swim, 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 swim. Trickle, 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 little water, swim, swimmy, I swim. Trickle, 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 little water, swim, swimmy, I swim. Swim, swimmy, I swim, swim, swimmy, I swim, 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 swim. Well, the fish is in the bowl, swim, swimmy, I swim. The cat saw that bowl, swim, swimmy, I swim. The cat knocked over the bowl, swim, swimmy, I swim. The fish fell in the dish, swim, swimmy, I swim. The cat then ate up that fish, swim, swimmy, I swim. Swim, swimmy, I swim, swim, swimmy, I swim, 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 swim. Splash, 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 little water, swim, swimmy, I swim. Trickle, 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 little water, swim, swimmy, I swim. Swim, swimmy, I swim, swim, swimmy, I swim, 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 swim. Take a trip with me to 1913, to the Calumet, Michigan, and the Copper Country. I'd take you to a place called an Italian home, where the miners are having their big Christmas ball. I'd take you through the door and up a high stair, laughing and song are heard everywhere. Before you know it, you're friends with us all, and you're dancing, yeah, round and around in the hall. I'll take you through the door and up a high stair. The spirit of Christmas is there everywhere. I'll let you shake hands with the people you meet, so it's fun to spend Christmas with the wife and family. You ask about work and you ask about pay. They'll tell you they make less than $1 a day, working their copper claims, risking their lives. So it's fun to spend Christmas with the family and wife. A little girl sits down by the Christmas tree light to play the piano, so you gotta keep quiet. To hear all this fun, you would not realize that the copper bust the man are middling outside. A copper bust up stuck his head in the door. One of them screamed and yelled, "There's a fire!" A lady, she hollered, "There's no such a thing. Keep on with your party, there's no such a thing." A few of them rush, and only a few. It's just the thugs and scabs fooling you. A man grabbed his daughter, but he could not get out, and they held the door so they could not get out. And the others followed, 900 or more. Most everybody remained on the floor. The gun thugs outside still laughed at their murderous joke, while the children were smothering on the stairs by the door. Such a terrible sight I ever did see. We carried our children back up to their tree. The gun thugs outside still laughed at their spree, and the children that died were 73. The piano played a slow funeral tune. That town was lit up by a cold Christmas moon. The parents, they moaned, the miners, they cried. Say what you'll greed for money has done. ride that new morning train. Said I'm gonna ride that new morning rail, singing hey, 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 hey. Never coming back to this man's town again, and I'm never coming back to this man's town again, singing hey, 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 hey. I was standing around in New York town one day. I was standing around in New York town one day, singing hey, 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 hey. On the 14th day of April in 1935, there struck the worst of dust storms that ever filled the sky. You can see that dust storm coming, thick, black like death, and through our mighty nation it left a dreadful track. From Oklahoma City to the Arizona line, Dakota and Nebraska to the lazy Rio Grande. It covered up our cities like a curtain rolled down. We thought the world had ended, we thought it was our doom. The radio reported, we listened with alarm to the wild and windy actions of this great mysterious storm. From Albuquerque to Clovis and all New Mexico, they said it was the worst that ever that did blow. From old Dodge City, Kansas, the dust had run their knell, and a few more comrades sleeping on top of Old Boot Hill. From Denver, Colorado, the winds it blew so strong, they thought they could hold out, but they did not know how long. Our relatives were huddled into their oil boom shacks, and the children, they were crying as the wind whistled through the cracks. Our families, they were crowded into their little rooms. They thought it was their judgment, they thought it was their doom. Now the storm took place at sundown, it lasted through the night. When we went out the next morning, we saw a terrible sight. We saw outside our windows where wheat fields once had grown was now a rippling ocean of dust the wind had blown. It covered up our tractors, it covered up our barns, it covered up our houses, this wild and dusty storm. We loaded our jalopies and piled our families in. We rattled down that highway to never go back again. having some hard traveling, I thought you know. I've been having some hard rambling way down that road. I've been having some hard rambling, hard drinking, hard gambling. I've been doing some hard traveling, Lord. Well, I've been doing some hard rock mining, I thought you know. Well, I've been leaning on a pressure drill now way down that road. Well, the hamburgers are flying and the air hole sucking, 6 feet of mud and it'll still be mucking. I've been having some hard traveling, Lord. Well, I've been riding them blind passengers, I thought you know. Well, I've been riding them flat wheelers way down that road. Well, I've been riding them blind passengers, picking up senders, dead enders. I've been having some hard traveling, Lord. Oh, I've been doing some hard harvesting, I thought you know. From North Dakota to Kansas City, way down that road. Oh, I've been cutting that wheat and stacking that hay, just trying to make $1 a day. I've been having some hard traveling, Lord. Well, I've been laying in a hard rock jail, I thought you know. Oh, I've been laying 90 days now way down that road. Oh, the mean old judge, he says to me, it's 90 days for vagrancy. I've been having some hard traveling, Lord. I've been loading that Pittsburgh steel, I thought you know. Oh, I've been loading red hot iron way down that road. Oh, I've been a fire and I've been a blast and I've been a pouring red hot iron. I've been having some hard traveling, Lord. Oh, I've been walking that Lincoln Highway, I thought you know. I've been walking that 66 now way down that road. I got a heavy load in a worried mind. I'm looking for a woman and she's hard to find. I've been having some hard traveling, Lord. Oh, I've been doing some hard traveling, I thought you know. I've been doing some hard rambling way down that road. Oh, I've been doing some hard rambling, hard drinking, hard gambling. I've been having some hard traveling, Lord. I sang this song once, but I sing it again. Of the places I've been on the wild western plains, in the month called April, in a county called Gray. And this is what all of those people there say. So long, it's been good to know you. So long, it's been good to know you. So long, it's been good to know you. This dusty old dust is hitting my home, and I've got to be drifting along. Well, I went to your house and I asked them for you. Your parents said, take her, oh take her, please do. She can't cook, she can't sew, she won't scrub the floor. So I put on my hat and tiptoed out that door. Said, so long, it's been good to know you. So long, it's been good to know you. So long, it's been good to know you. This dusty old dust as it hit my home. I've got to be drifting along. Well, the sweethearts, they sat in that dusty old dark. They hugged and they kissed and they sparked in that dark. They hugged and they kissed, they sighed and they cried. But instead of talking marriage, they talked something like this. So long, it's been good to know you. So long, it's been good to know you. So long, it's been good to know you. This dusty old dust as they hit my home. I've got to be drifting along. With the phone, it nearly rang off that wall. It was the preacher now making his call. He said, this is your last chance at salvation from sin. Well, the church house was jammed and the church house was packed, and the dusty old dust got thicker than black. And the preacher could not read a word from his text, so he folded up his spectacles, and this what he said. Well, so long, it's been good to know ya. So long, it's been good to know ya. So long, it's been good to know you. This dusty old dust is a hitting my home, and I've got to be drifting along. Oh, I sang the song once, but I'll sing it again, of the places I've been and the people I've met, of some of the troubles that bothered my mind, and a whole lot of good people that I left behind. So long, been good to know you. So long, it's been good to know you. So long, it's been good to know you. This dusty old dust as it hit my home, and I've got to be drifting along. Good morning, Mr. Railroad Man. Tell me, what time does the train roll by? Said 9:16, 2:44, 25 minutes till 5. At 9:16 and 2:24, with 25 minutes till 5. Well, thank you, Mr. Railroad Man. Gonna watch that train roll by. Gonna watch that train roll by, poor boy. Watch that train roll by. We'll watch that train roll by, poor boy. Watch that train roll by. Gonna watch that train roll by, poor boy. Watch that train roll by. If you gather round with children, a story I will tell about the pretty boy Floyd the outlaw. Oklahoma knew him well. It was in the town of Shawnee. It was on a Saturday. His wife in the wagon, as in the town they rode. There a deputy sheriff approached him, in a manner rather rude, using vulgar words of language, and his wife she overheard. Pretty Bourke grabbed the log chain, Deputy grabbed his gun, and in the fight that followed, laid that deputy down. Well, he took to the trees and timbers to live a life of shame. Every crime in Oklahoma was added to his name. Took to the trees and timbers, and down by the Canadian shore, he found many welcome at many a farmer's door. Now there are many a starving farmers with the same old story told, how this outlaw paid their mortgage and helped their little home. Others tell you of a stranger that came to beg a meal, and underneath his napkin left $1,000 bill. It was in Oklahoma City. It was on a Christmas day, when a whole load of groceries came with a letter that they'd say, well, you said that I'm an outlaw, you said that I'm a thief. Now here's a Christmas dinner for all the families on relief. And as through this life I ramble, find lots of funny men. Some will rob you with a 6-gun, some with a fountain pen. And as through this life I ramble, and as through this life I roam, you'll never find an outlaw drive a family from their home. Who is that vigilante man? Who is that vigilante man? Who is that vigilante man? I think I'm talking about that vigilante man. Who was a vigilante man? Who was a vigilante man? Who was a vigilante man? I think I'm talking about that vigilante man. Was that vigilante man? Did he carry guns and sticks? Vigilante man. Was he strange, that vigilante man? Think I'm talking about that vigilante man. Who is a vigilante man? Who is a vigilante man? Was that strange vigilante man? Did he carry guns and sticks, that vigilante man? Was that vigilante man? I think I'm talking about that vigilante man. Now the guns of war did come, and the bombshells had fallen, and the war clouds they rumbled as they roared. We'd have fought in that battle, and we fought it till we won. And my uniform's my dirty overalls. Now this piece of land that I stand on is my battlefield and ground. My hoe and my plow are my guns. My clothes make no difference. We are fighters and workers, we are all. And I keep marching in my dirty overalls. Now I give you my bread, and I give you my blood. I give you my sweat, I give you your white sparkling wine. Wait, I'll rot down in my grave before I be any man's slave, and you can lay me down in my dirty overalls. Now we stayed here all our day, and we're settled here to stay, and I keep marching in my dirty overalls. Well, I fought in your unions, and I fought in your halls. I fought for the workers' right, and workers, we are all. And I keep marching in my dirty overalls. Mr. Penn is there where he got his parole. After 4 long years on that man-killing charge, time Jude come walking down that road, poor boy. Time Jude come walking down that road. Is there where he met a truck driving man? Is there where he caught him upright? He said, I just got loose from the Madagascar pen on a charge called homicide. On a charge called homicide. That truck rode away in a cloud of dust. With time he turned his head towards home. He met Preacher Cassie and they had a little drink, and they found that his family, they was gone. Yeah, they found that his family, they was gone. He found his mother's old-fashioned shoe. He found his daddy's hat. He found little Muley, and Muley said, they've been tractored out by the cats, Tom. They've been tractored out by the cats, Tom. Well, he went down to his neighboring farm, and he found his family. His mama loaded Preacher Cassie and Tom in a truck. Said, Tom, we've got to get away. She said, Tom, we've got to get away. Now the 12 of the George made a mighty heavy load, but Grandpa George didn't cry. He picked up a handful that land in his hand. Say, I'm staying with these farms until I die. Oh, I'm staying with these farms until I die. They fed him short ribs and soothing syrup, and Grandpa George did die. They buried Grandpa George by the side of the road, buried Grandma on the California side. buried Grandma on the California side. Now they came on to that western sky. It looked like the promised land. That big bright valley with the river running through. There was work for every single hand, they thought. There was work for every single hand, they thought. Now they pulled into a jungle camp. Is there where to cook them a stew? And hungry little kids of that jungle camp said we'd like to have some too. Oh, we'd like to have some too. My deputy sheriff fired loose into a crowd. He shot a woman in the back. Before he could take his aim again, was Preacher Casey dropped him in his tracks. Was Preacher Casey dropped him in his tracks. Now they handcuffed Casey and they took him to jail. And then he got away. A midtime jog by the old river bridge. And these few words he did say. All these few words he did say. Well, I preached about the Lord a mighty long time. I preached about the rich and the poor. Us working folks who've got to stick together. Oh, we won't have a chance anymore. Oh, we won't have a chance anymore. Now the deputy thugs come and Tom and Casey run, but Preacher Casey could not get away. The deputy thugs hit Preacher Casey with his club. They hit Preacher Casey down on that ground. They hit Preacher Casey down on that ground. Time Joe picked up that deputy's club and hit him over the head. He took flight in that dark and rainy night. Left the preacher and a deputy lying in bed. Two men left the preacher and a deputy lying in bed. Well, he came back home to where his mommy was and woke her out of bed. He said what Preacher Casey had said, and these few words he did say. All these few words he did say. Now everybody might be just one big soul. It looks that way to me. Wherever you look, in the day and the night, that's where I'm gonna be, Mom. That's where I'm gonna be, Mom. Where children are hungry and people ain't free. Where men are fighting for their rights. That's where I'm gonna be, Mom. Oh, that's where I'm gonna be, Mom.
If you want to get to heaven this morning, if you want to get to heaven this evening, if you want to get to heaven this morning, if you want to get to heaven this evening, if you want to get to heaven, you better just grease on with a little rabbit stew this morning, this evening, right now. Down in the hen house on my knees this morning. I was down in the hen house on my knees this evening. I was down in the hen house on my knees this morning. I was down in the hen house on my knees this evening. I was down in the hen house on my knees. I thought I heard a chicken sneeze this morning, this evening, right now. Nothing but a rooster saying his prayers this morning. Nothing but a rooster saying his prayers this evening. Yeah, nothing but a rooster saying his prayers this morning. Nothing but a rooster saying his prayers this evening. Nothing but a rooster saying his prayers, trying to make times with the hens upstairs this morning, this evening, right now. I was standing on the corner with the hat in my hand this morning. I was standing on the corner with the hat in my hand this evening. I was standing on the corner with the hat in my hand this morning. I was standing on the corner with the hat in my hand this evening. I was standing on the corner with the hat in my hand, looking for a woman that's looking for a man this morning, this evening, right now. I was running down the road as fast as I can this morning. I was running down the road as fast as I can this evening. I was running down the road as fast as I can this morning. I was running down the road as fast as I can this evening. I was running down the road as fast as I can, faster than any jackrabbit ever had, this morning, this evening, right now. If you want to get to heaven this morning, if you want to get to heaven this evening, if you want to get to heaven this morning, if you want to get to heaven this evening, if you want to get to heaven, you just better grease on with the rabbit stew this morning, this evening, right now. I was standing on a corner with the hat in my hand this morning. I was standing on the corner with the hat in my hand this evening. I was standing on the corner with the hat in my hand this morning. I was standing on the corner with the hat in my hand this evening. I was standing on the corner with the hat in my hand, looking for a woman that's looking for a man this morning, this evening, right now. Where the water cuts through, under wild mountains and canyons she flew, to the Pacific Northwest, to the ocean so blue. It's roll on, Columbia, roll on. Yes, roll on, Columbia, roll on. Roll on, Columbia, roll on. Your power is turning our darkness to dawn. Roll on, Columbia, roll on. Other rivers add power to you, the Yakima Snake and the Klickitat, the Sandy Wilmette and the Hood River too. It's roll on, Columbia, roll on. Yes, roll on, Columbia, roll on. Columbia, roll on. Your power is turning our darkness to dawn, and it's roll on, Columbia, roll on. Thomas Jefferson's vision would not let him rest. The empire he saw in the Pacific Northwest, St. Louis and Clark, and they did the rest. It's roll on, Columbia, roll on. Now roll on, Columbia, roll on. Roll on, Columbia, roll on. Your power is turning our darkness to dawn, and it's roll on, Columbia, roll on. Down this great river is the Grand Coulee Dam, the mightiest thing ever built by a man, to run the great factories and water the land. It's roll on, Columbia, roll on. Now roll on, Columbia, roll on. Roll on, Columbia, roll on. Your power is turning our darkness to dawn, and it's roll on, Columbia, roll on. Mighty men labored by day and by night, matching their strength against the river's wild flight. Through rapids and falls they won the hard fight, and it's roll on, Columbia, roll on. We'll roll on, Columbia, roll on. Now roll on, Columbia, roll on. Your power is turning our darkness to dawn, and it's roll on, Columbia, roll on. Ribbon of highway, I saw below me that golden valley, and up above me that endless highway. This land was made for you and me. This land is your land, this land is my land. From the California to the New York Island, from the redwood forest to the Gulf Stream waters. Oh, this land was made for you and me. As I roamed and rambled and I followed her footsteps to the sparkling sands of her diamond deserts, a voice comes sounding, a voice comes chanting. This land was made for you and me. This land is your land, this land is my land. From the California to the New York Island, from the redwood forest to the Gulf Stream waters, this land was made for you and me. When the sun comes shining and I was strolling and the wheat fields waving as the storm lifted, a voice comes chanting, a voice comes sounding. Oh, this land was made for you and me. This land is your land, this land is my land. From the California to the New York Island, from the redwood forest to the Gulf Stream waters. Oh, this land was made for you and me. As I went walking, I saw a sign. It said no trespassing beyond that sign. It said nothing. Well, that land was made for you and me. This land is your land, from my land, from the California to the New York Island, from the redwood forest to the Gulf Stream waters. This land was made for you and me. As I went walking that Lincoln Highway, I saw now no man could ever stop me, and no man could ever turn me back, 'cause this land was made for you and me. This land is your land, this land is my land. From the California to the New York Island,
from the redwood forest to the Gulf Stream waters. This land was made for you and me.
There's a better world coming, tell you why. There's a better world coming, tell you why. We'll all be union and we'll all be free. There's a better world coming, tell you why. We'll beat them on the sea, in the sky and land. There's a better world coming, tell you why. I see a better world coming, yes I see. See a better world coming, yes I see. Out of marching, out of battle, out of rusty chains rattling. See a better world coming, that I see. See a better world coming, yes I know and I know. Got a better world coming, yes I know. Out of your storms and winds and rain, out of the sorrow and out of pain, I see a better world coming, that I know. I see a better world coming, by and by, by and by. See a better world coming, by and by. When you Nazis and you fascists get low down, low and high, see a better world coming, by and by. I see a better world coming, ask me why, tell you why. See a better world coming, tell you why. I'll kill Jim Crow and race hate on the sea and in the sky. I see a better world coming, I told you why. See a better world coming, won't be long, not very long. See a better world coming, no it won't take long. I'm gonna bring you, oh Lord, down, scatter your birds in the ground.